SGC here, and we are back for a movie review.
He said that wherever I went, he would find me. Walk right up to me, and I wouldn't be able to see him.
Adrian is dead.
He's not dead. He has figured out a way to be invisible.
The Invisible Man. So, directed by Leigh Whannell. I probably pronounced it wrong, but this is the guy that co-directed Saw back in 2004, and then I did not see any of the stuff that he did, which is like Dead Silence in 07, Insidious in 2010, Chapter 2 of Insidious in 2013, and then Chapter 3 of Chapter 3 of Insidious in 2015, and then finally Upgrade in 2018, and now The Invisible Man in this 2020 year. Upgrade I watched, did not review. That was enjoyable. You should go watch that. So just a little background information. So apparently Invisible Man was supposed to be on the slate for the whole Universal's Dark Universe franchise, but because of The Mummy starring Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe in 2017 totally bombed, they were like, crap, we should not do this. We need to rethink. Because apparently Invisible Man was supposed to star like Johnny Depp playing the dude, and I don't know if they even attached any of the writers or directors. But yeah, Johnny Depp was supposed to star, but that didn't happen. And yeah, so basically, the studio changed their plans from serialized universe to just, good old individual storytelling. So they changed that, and I guess Blumhouse picked it up, and that's that. So hopefully we'll get more of like the classic. I don't know, actually, hopefully. Maybe it's like now the slate is sort of open, as in, hey, do your individual movies first before you think of a franchise or shared universe, and then maybe you can set it up. Because it's like, what? This movie was $7 million, and it made $123 million, and now it's going to direct video on demand because of the whole coronavirus, COVID-19. So maybe it'll make even more money, and it's probably word of mouth that this was like not bad and definitely deserved your attention. And people are stuck at home, so maybe more people will watch it. So back to this review. So this movie stars Elisabeth Moss, Aldis Hodge, Storm Reid, Harriet Dyer, Michael Dorman, and Oliver Jackson-Cohen. Elisabeth Moss plays a woman who is in a horrible, controlled relationship with this dude by the name of Adrian, played by Oliver Jackson-Cohen. She escapes the relationship, but something is happening to her. Some invisible thing is happening to her, and then all the people around her like sort of react and be like, "Hey, what's wrong? Are you going crazy? You're going crazy." But she's like, "No, there's an invisible man, and it's that dude that everyone says has died," and then she has to deal with life accordingly. And that's the entire film. So what did I think? So Elisabeth Moss, I'm not a very big fan of. This was solely because people were raving about it that I was like, I'm going to check this out. Originally I wasn't going to check it out because I just didn't care for it. But I did anyways, and lo and behold, just an advance disclaimer warning for all you people who will watch this potentially. If you have a certain phobia of rivets or holes, what is the actual term? Trypophobia. If you have that, be warned. So so that the tech here is cool. We have good dynamic, good chemistry between our like lead and the rest of the cast in terms of the guy playing her friend. I guess they're just friends, and then her sister is just friend with this cop. But yeah, so like relational stuff is fine, and then just seeing them bond and just like over this crisis of her deranged relationship with this crazy boyfriend was nice to observe and see. And just the immediacy of the movie, like she is escaping the house, the movie, when the movie starts, like that's already like there's no setup or anything, and I love that. I'm always a fan of just less, show less. Like I don't need setup. Don't give me a flashback of like, why are they together? Sorry about the light. It died, but I will continue to do this. So I think overall the whole chemistry of the cast is there, and you really believe that they're there playing these people, and I think that wasn't a distraction. What was a distraction was the soundtrack and the score. Like, his theme, every time he showed up, was this, like, it reminded me of Godzilla's theme, where it's just like this menacing sound, and it's just like, dude, I get it, I hear the clicks, that's enough, but you play the soundtrack, and it's just like, I don't need this, and it doesn't build anything for me, because it's just like, it would be much more scarier if I, like, was in the same, like, sound space as our lead. Because what she hears is silence, but for us it's just like, there's music, it's ramping up, you must feel very, like, thrilled and all that, and it's just like, come on, I don't need this, I don't need this assistance, because, like, visually it's already like, oh, what's happening? I love the invisible stuff, her, like, fighting and people getting shot, and just, like, I really want to see the behind the scene of, like, how do they, like, figure out the movement of being, like, dragged. Like, was it CGI? I mean, that is an option now. Just green screen a dude, and green suit a dude, I mean, and he can do everything. But I wonder if they did that with $7 million as the budget. So overall, I feel like the atmosphere works and the acting works, but at times it's just like everything that sort of, like, makes it almost so much better, it's not there. Like, yeah, like the soundtrack and, like, the time, like, it's just so much slower the first hour, and it just takes forever, but at the same time, you know she's not crazy. So that is, like, the worst part about this film, is that you know she's real. Like, I mean you know he's real, but yet it's just like wasting all these jumping through hoops of just trying to engage the characters to believe that she's not crazy, but yet it's not done in a compelling way where it's just like it was just compelling. Like, it just took way too long. And, like, traveling, that is my issue with this film, is that there's so much, like, on foot car traveling time. Like, my movie logic, that was one of, like, the red flags of, like, how is this happening? How is he following her? Like, if it was in the same vicinity, in a neighborhood, same household, whatever, that would have made sense. But just, like, how does he do what he did? I mean, granted, the kills were kind of cool. Like, the invisibleness was cool. I really enjoyed the invisibleness. I think I really enjoyed, like set things in this film, but overall, it's like, after watching, I don't know, like, the overall package, like, wow. Like, what I'm trying to think, like, Get Out, or Us, or, you know, Quiet Place, or even Platform now, and it's just like, man, the atmosphere is there, the acting, everything is, like, just great, but here it's just like, it's just lacking these things, and the things that they lack is just like, ooh, like, it does affect your overall package in terms of just this experience. Like there's just a lot of actual illogicalness. Like, she murdered her special person, and they, like, put her into a psych ward, but yet it's like, dude, you just killed someone, but yet they put you in a psych ward, and like, it just wasn't believable, where her gun handling skills were great. I mean, granted, this comes back to, like, building character, and I guess just going forward, it's just, like, less believable when everything's, like, super perfect shot. And then the cops were just like, are these, like, just county sheriffs that, I don't know, hang around? There's so many of them in that sequence. But overall, I think the invisibleness was a plus. I mean, granted, 2020 we have this, and then, like, before this was the Hollow Man and Hollow Man 2. Like, that was just like, ugh. I mean, I do enjoy the whole, like, woman perspective of trying to get out of a horrible relationship, and like, could this be called a feminist viewpoint? I mean, I like how it's empowering that she, you know, took things into her own hand, and definitely made me feel like she was a normal citizen, versus, like, you know, Tom Cruise being a U.S. Marine and Mummy, and also, what was that thing I watched recently? Oh, Spencer Confidential. Like, when your character is an ex something and they just do their job again, even though they're not that job anymore, it's like, what's his face? Mark Wahlberg being a cop, go to 5 years in jail, and then he just becomes a cop for the movie. Or like Die Hard, like he's like, I'm not a cop, but I am one in New York, but in Russia, I'm gonna be a cop-ish person. So I hate those. So this was fine, in a sense. But overall, I'm rambling now. So the invisibleness is cool, so check it out. But don't expect too much. It's not like, I mean, it is Blumhouse. And yeah, like that's the biggest thing. The soundtrack really irked me. Now that I'm thinking more and more about it, it's like the shots were done well. Like we have the panning shots where it's just like really creepy and it's setting it up, all the invisibleness, things are gonna happen, and then like just the harshness of it all when the hits are happening. Whoa! But then the sound just ain't good. Okay, anyways, we're done here. So keep liking, keep watching, and subscribe, and remember to share because sharing is caring. And that's it for this movie review for The Invisible Man. So stay healthy and stay safe.